Alright everybody, so today, as requested, I guess I'm going to be doing a what is all done to my car review. I know I've had a few people ask since I did my exhaust video, so I figured I would just go ahead and do this for everybody. So to begin with, this is a 1990 Ford Mustang LX50, nothing special, pretty average, like everybody else. So like I said, I'm just going to go over, simply what's done to the car real quick, and kind of just go along with that. I guess I'll start exterior wise. Got tinted tail lights on, just put those on yesterday. Those are pretty cool. I can't really see anything during the day, but at night they look pretty sinister, and I like them. They look cool. Plan is to paint the car ruby red at some point, with black body molding. I guess you could say an exterior modification is the dent. I had a guy back in February hit me in traffic, kind of like a pit maneuver. Spun me around a few times in the traffic and ended up, that's where he hit me, but ended up on the side of the road, up on a curb. So yeah, that was no fun. But yeah, like I said, tinted tail lights, I guess you could say the dent. It has got window tint, nothing crazy, 15 on the sides, 50 on the windshield. To me, it's pretty perfect. I wish it could have gone a little darker on the shield, but it's whatever. Newer style Coyote badges. I just thought those looked cool, threw them on for the time being. Tinted headlights with amber sides. I had clear sides on it that were smoked, but I don't know, I just kind of like the amber. The clears were a little weird too. Depending on what time of day it was, the turn signals didn't really look like they were on. Kind of sketched me out. So yeah, that. Got the stubby antenna, pretty cool. Took the wipers off, just thought it kind of was a little cleaner. Got a 2-inch cowl hood on it. Got that like a year ago. Still haven't painted it, so it's got some surface rust. But other than that, it's brand new. Once you paint it, you never know. I believe that's it for exterior stuff. Pretty simple. Suspension wise, we'll go into that next. I guess I'll start off with wheels and tires. It's got the 0304 Cobra wraps on it. They're SVEs, 17 by 9 square. I wanted to do a 17 by 9 up front and 17 by 10 in the back, but kind of glad I didn't, mainly because you'll see in a second. But so those are the wheels. They're wrapped in Toyo Extenza HP2s, I think. I got like 10 pony wheels sitting at the house that I've acquired. It had pony wheels on it before the wreck. After the wreck, I had to get new wheels and tires because the other wheels were split in half. 2 of them were, at least, and a few, and they had like curb rash and stuff. I didn't really want to run them, so I picked these up brand new. But I have my 2 pony wheels that are sitting from the house, and I have 6 more. So no, I have 8 in total, not 10. My bad. But yeah, I have those at the house sitting. So I'm going to do a drag pack on the car because it spins pretty bad in first and second at the moment. So I'll just have this as my street set in the back. And I'll do a set of the ponies, which they're, I think, 7.5 wide stock. But you can put a 250. I have a 255 on it in the back, 235 up front. I'm just going to keep a 255 on the back with the ponies and do like a Hoosier DOT bias ply in the back. But I don't need too big of a tire. It's not a drag car. I'd like to hook if I go out on like a Friday or Saturday night just to mess around or just go for a cruise. If I punch it, I'd like to hook and not spin all over the road. So I'm probably going to do that here soon. But yeah, so that's the wheel and tire setup. 235 up front, 255 out back. I think they're 40's the sidewall, I think. But anyway, 17 by 9 square. I do have a spacer. It's like, I don't even remember the size. It's so small. It's such a small spacer, as you can see right there. But it's only there because the SVE center cap bulges out. So you have to do the spacer in order for it to not hit the grease cap. But let me crawl up underneath here and show you all the front suspension setup. You can kind of see up in here. I have strange coilovers, Eibach sway bar, seat bump steer kit, stock A-arms, and power steering rack for the moment. But I have an AGR Cobra R steering rack on the way. I'm kind of getting a little ticked off. Ordered it a month ago and still haven't gotten any confirmation of it shipping, so kind of ticking me off a little bit. But other than that, that's fine. But sometime in the future, going to upgrade the A-arms to just some Maximum Motorsports A-arms. Guess I'll pop the hood too, so you can see the caster camber plates. I have some Maximum Motorsports caster camber plates for the car that I have. Put you guys down real quick. But yeah, so Maximum Motorsports caster camber plates, best in the business, I think. I pretty much run all their stuff on my car if I can, or anything that they support. Like I said earlier, ruby red paint. I went ahead and painted the engine bay while the motor was out. But anyways, yeah, so that's front suspension setup. They're strange. I think 325-pound front coilovers. That's the shock. No, the spring rate, my bad. And then the seat bump steer kit just kind of helps out when you're running a really lowered car. Helps with your adjustment within your alignment. As you can see, the car is dumb stupid low in the front, fully tucked. I can't even fit my finger in there. I think you can see it's pretty, not pretty, it's really flush. I was a German guy beforehand, so I just kind of like that look. Outback suspension setup is nothing crazy, but you know, it's got some stuff. iBox way bar like in the front. It's also got, as you can see up in there, Maximum Motorsports adjustable lower control arms. If you look through the rusty drum, you can see in there H&R Super Sport springs. It's also got Ford Racing upper control arms. That's the best to run. You really don't need anything adjustable. Maximum Motorsports has done all the research you could ever want, and that's what they found to perform best. Trying to think what else is in the rear. Strange adjustables out back as well. I run them on setting 8 out of 10 up front and setting 7 out of 10 out back. If I run anything lower in the rear, it still will spin. Don't worry, I've tried it. It doesn't really work. So that's my rear setup for the car. At some point, I'd like to get a panhard bar and a torque arm, but you know, I love the 3-inch tailpipes, so I really don't want to get rid of those at the moment. For that, it's just something I'm not willing to trade. So if I do that, I'll have to get custom tailpipes. But as you can see, the car is pretty low in the rear too. So excuse all the rust and chipped paint. That's just from the accident where the wheel was rubbing up. But I mean, you can fit a finger, but I can't really run it that low in the rear. It'll still rub on the tire. As you can see, I've cut some chunks out, so I just kind of keep it at that. I wish I could go lower, but I really can't afford tires like that, so I just kind of run it a little higher in the rear, and it's good. Don't have any fat chicks in the car. And it's usually fine. But yeah, so that's the rear setup. It's got also subframe connectors, full length, Maximum Motorsports. So yeah, I had a rear strut tire brace. Don't buy the one from LMR. It literally doesn't line up, so don't buy that crap. So I'm probably just going to get a UPR one that you just bolt in, and then a Maximum Motorsports strut tire brace for the front. That's the next few things I'd like to do, but kind of at a point now with the car, I just I'm happy and content with where it's at. But so that suspension setup, I'm probably missing something, but it's whatever. It's close enough. I guess we'll go interior next. Car's gray interior. However, I do have a black dash and full black interior kit at the house that I'm going to be doing. Carpet's old. It's whatever. But I have these Corbeau RRX seats with the plaid inserts. For now, I gutted the rear just because, you know, make it a little quicker. If any of you guys are balling on a budget, that's something I would definitely recommend. It helps out a lot. But like I said, I got the full black interior kit. This, I still haven't put the stuff back down because I have the Dakota Digital in the car. Let's see if I fire it up. Yeah. But yeah, Dakota Digital, totally worth the money. Just got like a MGW shifter in the car. But yeah, that's it for the interior. Really not much. I do have a sub, but it's just kind of chilling back there. At some point, I'm going to do the rear seat delete, but from K Designs, but that's just for now. But like I said, I'm going to go black interior, black carpet, black everything, so that'll be cool. So interior is not much. I guess I'll go transmission next. It did have an AOD in it with a shift kit and a converter. However, I got a deal and an offer I couldn't resist. Basically, I had a guy tell me, look, I want your AOD. I'll give you my 5-speed. And I didn't have to pay $1 for it. So did the 5-speed swap. I literally dropped it off one weekend. I came back a week later. It was done, all buttoned up. Just adjusted the clutch out to where I wanted and drove it. I haven't had a problem since. Only issue, I guess it's not really a problem. It's just something that was both our faults. The clutch cable on the car, if I had the jack at the house, I'd jack it up and show you. But the clutch cable, as most of you guys know, it's got your adjusting nut, and then it's got a lock nut on the back of it. The lock nut backed off and flung off sometime, I'm guessing, while I was driving, and essentially made my clutch cable start to loosen up, and I couldn't get it into gear like 2 weeks ago, and kind of had to baby limp it home and get my parents to help me out to get it home. But other than that, that was it. But that's the only issue I've had with the transmission. It's got a Pro 5.0 short throw shifter, MGW shift knob, pretty simple, and a Stifler's cross member. But engine wise, next, the motor was pulled and rebuilt almost a year and a month ago. Still stock 302, stock rod, stock pistons, just kind of gone through, freshened up, stock crank. It's got ARP head studs in it, ported GT40 upper and lower intake, 75 mil throttle body, stock cold air, because there's no point in upgrading, honestly. I don't want to spend $300 for Anderson power pipe or just for 10 horsepower, and I really am not going to spend $200 for a piece of BBK junk. Trash stuff, don't buy it. It's just garbage. So got that. It's got the stock mass air on it. I've got a slew of stuff I'm planning to do here soon, so I really haven't upgraded that. 3G alternator, just because the sub, just kind of like to keep it simple. It's got headers. What else? Stock heads. It's got an E-cam in it. 1.6 rockers. Pretty simple, mild setup. It's really nothing. SVE radiator. I think that's it motor wise. I'm probably missing something, but it's close enough. But plan is hopefully by the end of the year, by Christmas, I'd like to do either a set of Trick Flow 170 heads or some AFR 165s. And then while I'm at it, probably pull the E-cam out, put like an Anderson cam in it, either a B or an N41. Just kind of go full NA for the time being. And then upgrade after that to probably a Holley Terminator X, and then have some fun with that. And then goal after that is to go on 3 single kit 70 mil, blow this stock 302 to the moon. I'm so excited to do that. That'd be so much fun. I'd push it to 550 wheel. As long as it lives, it lives. If it blows up at that point, and then do a Dart 363. This is so long in the future, though, all that, so don't expect that anytime soon. Expect the heads, though. That's acceptable. But, yeah, other than that, that's really it. So, it's a little rundown of the car. I love it. It's a fun car. It's not a drag car. It's mainly, I'm kind of building it just for the heck of it. If you want to take it to the track, you can. If you want to go race it on the road course, you can. It's willing. So it's about, I'd say probably 65% done. But yeah, just a little rundown of the car for everybody who wanted to know. I wish I could do a sound clip. If I can, I will. You'll see that in another clip. But anyways, yep, that's the car. Just wanted y'all to see it. Anyways, well, you guys have a good rest of your evening, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.